Hey everyone, Joe Hentges here with Beyond the Chart. In this technical analysis of the stock market video, we're going to take a look at the market action, which didn't move a whole lot this week, but there were a few stocks that did, and we're going to focus in on three retail stocks: Nordstrom, Tiffany, and Ralph Lauren. So stay tuned. Okay, we're going to start off here with the S&P 500, the SPX, very tight little trading Friday, down 1.73. You can see how flat this has been over the last week. Very much consolidation. You know, we got a lot of that over the previous few weeks too in July. So the market's going to need to, if we're going to get this third wave going in here, this thing is going to need to get some momentum going behind it. Right now I'm projecting, 5 waves up as a part of a fifth wave in here, fifth impulse wave up. It could always turn into some kind of ending diagonal, but right now the look is for 5 waves up, which means where am I projecting wave 3? Wave 3 of 5. Well, you come back down here, and where it's equal to wave 1 up here close to 2300. Okay, and if it's a normal wave 3, it's going to be even higher up here. So at a minimum expectation, I've got 2300 as my expectation on the S&P 500. When we look at the McClellan oscillator, which is one of the key indicators I talk about with my insider members every single day, and this is right now right smack in the neutral zone. I consider neutral minus 50 to plus 50, a little more to the oversold side, but it's still neutral. Almost looks like it's coiling a little bit. It's here at minus 36. So that's the picture on the market. Let's take a look at the semiconductors. They continue to push higher. The projection for my intermediate wave 3 of primary wave 5 is up here around 68, and it continues to play out like it wants to go that way. So right now it's firing on all cylinders for the semiconductors. The home builders not so fast. Home builders are still pushing sideways, kind of like with the market, the way the market's been doing. Now, short-term and intermediate trends are still, to pushing higher. They've just got a lot of work to do to get, got to even get above here and then get above the previous high. So home builders got some work to do. Financials, they broke out of this downturn trend here. At the end of last week on that big move after the jobs report on that Friday, here's last Friday. Well, then this week there's just kind of a pullback. And let me zoom in a little bit on that. So you can see the picture in here. It's just a steady little pullback, and looks like they tried to, the gap down and then came back a little bit in here. But the financials are also one that, they need to get some steam in them if they're really going to go up and take out the old highs and get something going. If this is truly going to be a 1, 2, and a 3, it's got some work to do. All right, that's the picture on the quick and dirty on the market. Let's take a look at our 3 retail stocks. Retail stocks were really in the news this week with the earnings, and everything was moving big time. Now, Ralph Lauren is one that topped out. We'll start here. It was the one that topped out first of the 3 that I'm looking at today. May 22nd of 2013 was the high, huge head and shoulders top. And no, the neckline does not have to be exactly horizontal. Had to talk to people about that before. It can be slightly rising, it can be slightly declining, but the bottom line is this sure played out, didn't it? And it's come down quite a bit from the all-time highs and from this top. Now, I don't have exact wave count on this. I haven't spent time. This isn't one of the ones I follow on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, daily basis actually. But in looking at it, you can see it's come down quite a bit. It looks like it's trying to base in here. We've had some pretty good little moves over the last month and a half. Now, where is it? We've got this big gap over here. It came really close to closing it on Thursday. So that's one thing that's in my mind. Sometimes stocks come up, especially when it's moving like this in a straight line. They close that gap and then they pause and consolidate for a while, or they come back down and close the gap that they made in the move here. So that's something to think about. If we continue to push above the top of the gap, here's the next resistance zone on Ralph Lauren. Still can't get super excited about these stocks yet. They've just come down way too far. Tiffany is another one that let's take a look at when it topped out. And it topped out November 25th, so a little bit later, November 25th, 2014. And this does look like a big ABC. You know, we had 5 waves, 3 waves, very choppy back in here for wave B. And then I think we had 5 waves down for C. And it does look like it's trying to pull back. So then it's just a quarter. What happens once you get a stock, it's into corrective mode, it can morph into several different patterns and still be corrective. So you have to be very, very cautious about it. Right now, we're getting a sharp move off the bottom, and this could just be a zigzag play out here. And if that's the case, let's just say, okay, when would the next leg be equal to this leg if it hasn't already done so? Yeah, it already has. So it's already equal to this leg in here. So this is one you just got to continue to watch. I don't think, let's see, not getting any divergence on the demand index, nothing on DI plus, and DI plus is well above DI minus, and no divergence on the RSI. So there's no negative readings coming off of the indicators. Nice strong little move. Short-term trend is definitely higher. Intermediate trend has turned higher. So we could see this continue to push up. And when I look at this, where could resistance start to come in? Well, you had this bottom here, but it didn't form a whole lot of issue. I would say the top here, maybe right here, but I would say probably the first one is right around where 161.8% of the first move is. So around 71. So we'll continue to watch that. That'll be interesting. And Nordstrom, even going more vertical here in terms of the move. It topped out back here in March 23rd, 2015, 2 months before a lot of the indices did, and especially the New York Stock Exchange, New York Composite, I should say. And it does look to me like we had 5 major waves down. They could also say we had like an A, B, C connecting X, and then did another move like that to the downside. But I'm going with this preferred count just because JW Nordstrom has starting to come down and starting to correct quite a bit. And now it's doing a 3-way move back. We've got this resistance zone up here we need to watch for. And pretty gappy straight line move in here. If we look and do the same thing on this one and say, okay, well, where's this second leg up equal to the first leg up? And it's already past that. So again, if we look at the next major Fibonacci projection up here, just above 55, well, that's slightly above where this resistance zone is. So that will be key to watch for, I think, in here. Just not sure we're going to get a whole lot more above this point in here with these retail stocks. But we'll continue to watch the wave count and see how she goes. Now, this is one I've added to my list. I'm going to start watching JW Nordstrom daily, along with the other 30-plus stocks that I watch on a daily basis for specific trade ideas. So got this on my list. I like this from the standpoint of the 50-day moving average of the volume is 3.9 million shares. I like that. And average true range is up over 2 points. So I think this can be a nice trading vehicle. All right, everyone. That's it for today. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, hit the like button. And remember to share it. It's easy to do. Just grab the URL and share it on your website and on your social media. And if you're not watching this on my website, head on over to the website and make sure you sign up for the email list. Check out the other things I've got for you. But also, I've got a post that I put out today. What does every trader need to be successful? Check that out. All right, thanks for watching. We'll have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next video.